Hi class, my name is Jeline. I'm doing a PowerPoint and audio presentation on alignment and white spacing. That's the two topics that I was given, so I'm just going to go ahead on with it, okay? Alignment pretty much states that let's bring order to chaos. It refers to the positioning of all text and graphics so they can line up on the page. Now, why is this necessary? Because people are actually drawn to things that are visually pleasing, believe it or not. Alignment creates attractive, readable pages because it does the following. It creates order, it organizes page elements, it groups items together, and it creates visual connections. So alignment is very important. Alignment is very important because would you enjoy a presentation like this? Do you see the wording in the background? Then you got a big old word art font here, and you also got a big boom here, and you can't even read the title. Then you have some things here, some graphics here. Also, you have another presentation and you got a man there. You don't even know what he's doing. So would this presentation be aesthetically pleasing? No. That's why alignment is very important to bring order to that sort of chaos. Types of alignments, I'm going to give you some definition and examples. Horizontal alignment, when the left or right margins are exactly or visually equal. The point to this is it does not mean it all has to be in the center. You need to watch out for too much white spacing. So I have this picture here, and as you can see, with the alignments on this side where my finger is, and also here, the right and left alignment is about equal or visually equal. So that's what you want to create for your page so it can be aesthetically pleasing. Vertical alignment is when the top or bottom margins are exactly or visually equal. And points for this, vertical alignment can be the full page or within portions of the page. So what I want to show you for vertical alignment is at the top here or at the bottom. It doesn't have to be equal, but it's still visually pleasing. So you can still have about that much, about a half an inch here and a half an inch there, but it still has some space here. Now, if these words were running off the bottom of this page here, then it will be too cluttered at the bottom. So you want to make sure your margins are clean at the end and at the top. All right, edge alignment. Edge alignment is when the text, graphic, or other objects are lined up along their top, bottom, left, or right edges. Pointers to this is right alignment. Another edge alignment method generally works best for small bits of text such as posters, some ads, and in this business cards, layouts, and other things like that. Now here, this is like a business card. And they have 3 bits on the bottom here. You have here, where you have the alignment here on the end for the edge of the paper, and also this second set here is all aligned here on the edge of the page. So this is what edge alignment is, okay? Moving on to center alignment. Now it may be horizontal or vertically aligned or both, but centered. So this is what I have here. If you look at this picture here or that picture here, at the top part of each one of these or the side, it could be horizontal, vertically aligned, or both, but the information is centered. So you see the centered information. At the top here, you got good spacing. At the bottom here, you have good spacing. On the sides, you also have good spacing. So that's center alignment. Now, visual optical alignment. Visual optical alignment is the object may not precisely align, but to the eye, they appear lined up. So, we're going to look at this. Valley, fresh, and everything else is going down. Yes, it looks a little centered, but it doesn't have to pretty much look centered. It's just making sure that it visually looks like it's all together, and that's what this is about. So it's a visual optical, which is eye alignment, okay? Eliminating clutter in desktop publishing, white space. Okay, white space is important. All right, question. Assignment I would like everyone to do is look in a magazine briefly or a newspaper. Do you notice how many things are crammed onto just one page? Is it visually pleasing to you, or it seems cluttered? I know to me it seems cluttered, and that's what that cluttered spacing is what white space seeks to avoid. So that's what this is about. White spacing. White spacing equals negative space, or does it? It's hard to teach because people immediately think you are talking of a negative space when you say white space, nothingness on the page, but it's actually not a waste of space. It has use. It brings about the sigh of relief to a page. So how can that actually be negative, right? That's how I feel. The importance of white space. It creates visual breathing room. It makes a page less cramped and confusing and overwhelming. It sets a mood, conveys a specific image which draws attention, and there is no proper amount of white space. If it looks crowded, it actually is crowded. Techniques of white spacing. Increase paragraph indentions, increase space between columns and text, put space at the end of lines of text, put more space around the outer edges of the page, leave more room around your graphics, increase space around your headlines, and pre-printed design actually needs white space. So if you have a pre-printed design and it already have design on it, you still want to have white space on it. You don't want to go and clutter that up. Okay, here are some examples of white spacing. You have a few words on this page. Here, I put that white space doesn't have to be white color, but this is creating white space here. You still have information, but you have a lot of space to kind of just go directly to your text. Here is definitely white space because you have all of this space, but the message is clear. Whoever needs help needs help. And here, the little man is saying anywhere in here should work just fine. So you don't have to bombard your paper with all the information. You can put some type of sign or some type of anything inside of here, and that will work just fine, is what it's saying. So that's type of white spacing. Remember, you keep your design balanced. Do not go overboard and have a plain design, and white space is actually any color. Thank you for watching. My name is Jelani Delmore. This is for Edtc 626. Thank you once again, and have a good night.